Hello friends, welcome to Mechanical Engineering online classes.
So let us solve a problem on single shoe brake. The question goes on like this. A braking torque of 350 Newton meter is required at 250 rpm, and if the coefficient of friction is 0.3, we are supposed to find the required force P, that is to be applied at the end of the lever for the brake when the drum is rotating. The first case being the drum rotates in clockwise direction and the angle of contact is 35 degrees. The second case, when the drum is rotating anti-clockwise and the angle of contact is 90 degrees. We are also supposed to determine the new value of A. For these two cases, A must be taken as 30 mm, which is given. So the last question is to determine new value of A for a self-locking brake. So under self-locking condition, we have to find the new value of A. So as a part of solution, I'm first going to write the given data. The given data is that the braking torque is 350 Newton meter and RPM, capital N, is 250 RPM. The diameter of the drum is also given as 250 mm. So because TB is in terms of meter, for my convenience, I am converting this mm into meter. So which will become 0.25 meter. So the radius of the brake drum will be half of the diameter, which is nothing but 0.25 by 2 or 0.125 meter. This is small r. And also the coefficient of friction is given as 0.3. So mu is equal to 0.3. So from the figure, the L is the total length of lever, which is 250 plus 500, which will be 750. And we know that in all the previous cases we have denoted the distance between the center of the drum to the fulcrum as x. So x is 250 mm, which is this one, and A is given as 30 mm. So this is the complete data. We are supposed to find the required force P under these two cases and also the new value of A. So after given data, I am writing what to find. One is the force applied in two cases and distance A. We have to find these things. So I am picking the first case where the drum is rotating clockwise and the angle of contact is 35 degrees. That is case 1. So the given question is coming under simple shoe brake, case 2, where tangential force is below the fulcrum. The line of action of tangential force is below the fulcrum. From the given question, we can clearly see that the tangential force will be along this line and fulcrum is here. So this is, let this be O. So this fulcrum is above the tangential force line. So for the case 1, when the drum is rotating clockwise, this is the case. The fulcrum is above the tangential line of force and the drum is rotating clockwise. Then the braking torque is given as mu Rn into R. So I'm using the same formula. Braking torque TB is equal to mu Rn R. Now from the given data we know TB as 350 Newton meter. So this is equal to, mu is also given as 0.3. Rn is not given and R is also given 0.125. So rather using a formula Rn from this particular derivation of TB, because every other data is there, I can straight away find Rn from this. Rn can be obtained by cross multiplication, 350 by 0.3 into 0.125. So this will come out to be 9333.3 bar newtons. Now our question is to find the force applied, that is P. We have to find this P. So for the equilibrium of the system, sum of moments should be 0. So from this particular figure, so when the drum is rotating in clockwise direction, because the drum is rotating in clockwise direction, our tangential force will be acting rightward and the resistance force will be acting leftward, and the normal reaction will be along this line passing through the center of the wheel. So this is Rn. So from this, now we shall write the equation for moment of all the forces about point O. So I'm assuming my clockwise moments to be positive. So P into the total length of lever, P into this length is 750. So this is equal to P into 750. Then Rn is acting upward and moment of Rn about O will be anti-clockwise, which is negative moment to me. So I will be writing minus Rn into this length between center of the drum to the fulcrum is x, which is given as 250 mm. So this is 250, and moment of Ft about O will be Ft into this 30. This distance is 30, and the moment is again anti-clockwise, which is negative for me. So minus Ft into 30. So this is the sum of moment equation, from which we know Rn. Ft can be written in terms of Rn. We know Ft is equal to Fr, and Fr is nothing but mu into Rn, which is the normal reaction. Frictional force is mu into normal reaction, which is nothing but Ft, because these for equilibrium of system, these two will be equal. This is rightward, this is leftward along the same line of action of the forces, so these two will be equal. So I'll be substituting Ft as mu into Rn in this, and because we already know Rn, the only unknown will be P. So we can find P from this. So 750P is equal to, I am taking these two terms onto the other side. I will have Rn into 250 plus Ft, which is nothing but mu Rn, where mu is given as 0.3. So 0.3 Rn into 30. So P is equal to 1 by 750 into, I am substituting Rn, which is calculated just now, 9333. 9333.3 bar, or simply 33. I will be writing it as 33 into, I am taking Rn common, so this will be Rn, 250 plus 0.3 into 30. So if we solve this, comes out to be 3223 point, I got 109, so I am writing 11. Newton. So this is P when the drum is rotating in clockwise direction and the angle of contact is 35 degrees. Then now let's solve for the case 2, means when the drum is rotating anti-clockwise. And the angle of contact is 90 degrees, the second one. In the first case, when the drum was rotating clockwise, the angle of contact is only 35 degrees. But in the second case, it is 90 degrees. So we have already discussed that when the angle of contact 2 theta is greater than 60 degrees, then in place of coefficient of friction, we must be using equivalent coefficient of friction. This is the actual coefficient of friction, whereas this is the equivalent coefficient of friction. And this comes under pivoted shoe brake, where we have used a pivoted block. And the relation between mu and mu dash is already discussed. So we have to use these relations now. So I have written this relationship here, mu dash in terms of mu, which is mu dash is equal to 4 mu sin theta by 2 theta plus sin 2 theta. Now let us substitute the values. Mu is given as 0.3. So this is 4 into 0.3 into sine of, the angle of contact is 90 degrees. So 2 theta is 90 degrees. So theta will be 45. So sine 45. This is divided by this 2 theta, which is given in degrees. I am converting that in terms of radians. So that will be 2 theta, which is nothing but 90 into pi by 180 plus this sine 2 theta, which is nothing but sine of 90. Now on solving this, we will get mu dash as 0.33, and we know that the braking torque is nothing but, for the pivoted shoe brake, it is mu dash Rn into R. So because R is already known and mu dash is just calculated, we are straight away using this formula. If we want to calculate H, we can calculate H also as this, and then using mu we can apply this formula. So TB is equal to mu dash Rn into R. So now TB is a given data. TB is given as 350. This is 350. Mu dash is just found, and we got it as 0.33 into Rn is the only unknown here, and then R is given as 0.125 meter. So from here we can get Rn on cross multiplication. I have it as 350 by 0.33 into 0.125, which comes out to be 8,484.8484 newtons. Now after determining Rn, just like in the similar case, let us now find P, for which we are going to apply the moments about fulcrum. So for equilibrium of the system, the sum of moments about any point should be 0. So we know all the dimensions with respect to point O, this is a fulcrum. So I am taking the sum of moments about O, and that will become 0. So in this particular question, for the given case of the drum rotating anti-clockwise, so the drum will be rotating anti-clockwise, and therefore the tangential force will be acting leftward, because the drum is rotating in anti-clockwise direction. The tangential force will be leftward, and the frictional resistance will be rightward. So now let us take the sum of moment of all these forces about O. Now here also I am using the same convention. Clockwise moments are positive, anti-clockwise moments are negative. So P is a force producing clockwise moment. So the total length is 750. 750 into P is a moment of P about O. Then Rn is producing an anti-clockwise moment, which is negative for me. So this distance x is 250. So Rn into 250 is the moment of Rn about O. Because it is in anti-clockwise direction, I have taken it to be negative. And similarly, moment of Ft about O. This is also producing a clockwise moment, just like that of P. So the sign will be same. It will be plus Ft into A, which is given as 30. So this is the equation. 0 is equal to this. So from here, Ft, like in the similar previous case, we can straight away take Ft as mu dash into Rn, because for a pivoted joint, that means when 2 theta is greater than 60, our Ft will be equal to mu dash into Rn. So in place of Ft, I will write mu dash Rn. Rn we have just determined, and mu dash is also determined. So the only unknown in this equation is P. So let me substitute all the values and find P. So P into 750, which is 750P, this is equal to, I am sending these two terms onto the other side, Rn into 250 minus Ft into 30. 30 into Ft, in place of Ft I am using mu dash Rn. So this will be equal to 250 into Rn is this one, minus 30 into mu dash is 0.33. So this can be solved by simplifying. This is 750p, so I am just cross multiplying that 750 here. So P will be this. So on calculating this, I got P as 2716.2828 Newton. So P, which is the applied force in case the drum is rotating in an anti-clockwise direction and the given angle of contact is greater than 60, then the required force to apply the brake is 2716.2828 newtons. So we were needed to find three things: P in these two cases and new value of A for a self-locking brake. So we have calculated force in both the cases. Now we are supposed to find A. So let us find the third one. Case 3, finding A for self-locking brake. But we know that, say, for a self-locking brake, the applied force P will be 0. So let us see which case must be applied here. That is, whether the drum is rotating clockwise or anti-clockwise. So if we observe this, so this is one case where we are assuming that the drum is rotating in clockwise direction. So for that, the tangential force will be rightward. Normal reaction is always upward. So the sum of moments for an equilibrium system should be 0. So for this case, which is coming under case 1, we have sigma m as this, P into 750 minus Rn into 250 minus Ft into 30. This is solved for case 1. So if we carefully look into this, when P is becoming 0, all that we are left with is this is 0. Rn into 250, Ft into 30, both are in the same direction. So we will have to write it as 250 Rn plus 30 Ft is equal to 0. Now Rn is always upward, and for a clockwise rotating drum, Ft is always rightward only. So these directions cannot be changed. So when we are trying to solve this, one of the value becomes negative. This is a case which is practically not possible, because for the case that we have chosen, assuming that the drum is rotating clockwise, we cannot have the sum of moments as 0 unless the directions of Rn or Ft is changed. Now what does that mean is, anyway I cannot change the direction of Rn because the normal reaction on the block will be upward only. I can change Ft. Changing the direction of Ft just means that the drum can be made to rotate in anti-clockwise direction. So when the drum is rotating in anti-clockwise direction, that time our Ft will be leftward, Rn will be there. So this case comes under our case 2, where the drum is rotating anti-clockwise, and for that we have the moment equation like this. So this will be our equation then. So here if P is made to 0, we have 250 into Rn is equal to 30 into Ft. So now this makes sense. So self-locking condition can be applicable only when our current problem is dealt considering that the brake is rotating in anti-clockwise direction. So therefore, for a self-locking brake, P is 0, and this case is possible. This makes sense only when drum is rotating rotates in anti-clockwise direction. So we have to check the equations in both the cases. So this is case 2 and this is case 1. So case 1 is two positive values added together can't be 0. Two positive values can be equal. Summing them up cannot be 0. So based on these equations, we have decided that our drum must be rotating in anti-clockwise direction. So we have chosen this. Now when this is chosen, for the given problem, let us apply the equilibrium equation of moments. So there also the sum of moments must be 0 only. Now, so let us write the moment equation for the given setup. For self-locking system, P is 0, and based on the given equations, this should be rotating anti-clockwise. Then now let us write sigma m equation. So here also I am assuming that clockwise moments are positive and anti-clockwise moments are negative. So Rn will be producing an anti-clockwise moment. So I am considering it as negative, minus Rn into x, which is 250. Now plus Ft is producing a clockwise moment. So I have taken plus. So Ft into this A is what we have to find. 30 is for the previous case. Now we have to find A. So this will be Ft into A. So this is 0. We have to find this A. Now Ft should be taken from, because this equation is taken from case 2, that is for pivoted. So there we have taken ft as mu dash into Rn. So here also we have to take the same mu dash Rn, because from this case 2 only we have taken this case 2 only to find A for self-locking brake. So these relations only will hold good. So ft here will be mu dash into Rn. So this is nothing but Rn 250 Rn. I'm bringing this here. This will be equal to mu dash Rn into A. Now I don't have to substitute Rn, I can simply cancel them out. Rn and Rn are cancelled. Mu dash is known to us. Mu dash is calculated, and we got mu dash as 0.33. So A will be equal to, on cross multiplication I get it as 250 by 0.33, which is equal to 757.5757. Since this 250 is taken in mm, x have taken in terms of mm only, so A also is in terms of mm. Here completes our problem solving.
Thanks for watching. If this video was of help to you, please like it and share it with your friends. And don't forget to subscribe to our channel.